Hey, folks, this is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop, and today I'm rocking with the Compton Chronicles, brought to you by the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce, organization formed to bring the Compton Walk of Fame to the city of Compton. It's coming, folks. It's coming. Help me do this. In the meantime, what we do at the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce is we interview different business owners in the city of Compton so you can be aware of who runs what in the city, in the CPT. Simple as that. A lot of these people have very interesting stories. Today, I met a lady at the car show, at the Crystal Park car show, about 3 weeks ago. Me and Rita Belfry and Gary put together a car show for Jonathan Bowers, the city councilman for the 3rd District, and Miss Lily P. Darden for the 4th District. And it was well attended. But this lady came up to me while I was DJing. I was rocking, just having a good time. And she was introduced to me as the owner of the Woodlawn Cemetery in Compton, right there on Greenleaf. And when we started talking, and her story was so interesting. It was so tragic. It was so dynamic. I had to bring her to the people of Compton and the rest of the world. I'm waiting for it to come on right now. I had to start the show a little early because with Facebook, if you don't start within 15 minutes, you'll lose your spot. You got to come up with a whole new link, blah, 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 blah. So it won't work. But I got something I can do. If she can't get online direct, I can call her and bring her into the conversation. Technology is a good friend of mine. Let's see if I can bring her in on the conversation from the phone. Celeste, are you having a problem getting on the video?
I can see you, but you can't see me.
I don't see you. How can I not see you?
I hear you.
Oh, you hear me talking through the screen?
Yes, I can see, but I'm just video.
That's amazing. I've never had that problem before. Why?
Want me to come back in?
Yeah, log out and come back in. If not, if push comes to shove, I can record. I can have you come through the the audio over the phone too. So just try and log out, come back in, and hopefully we should be able to get it right then.
Okay, so I'm doing it.
All right.
If it works.
Every once in a while, technology does its own thing. So that's the bad part about being live. But I love being live because you get the true response and you get the uncut version of a story. I don't like to edit, so I do my shows live a little bit because I'm lazy, but also I want the true story, the true emotion. I don't want to have to play with it to make it work. So as she tries to log out and log back in, hopefully we can get her in on the audio link and a video link. But if not, we have her right here on the phone. And
it says,
go ahead.
Video is enabled, so you have to let me.
It's your video is unenabled. Let me see here. That don't make sense. Okay. Let me see here. Why would your video not be enabled? I can't control your video on your end. But you want to just go and do an audio interview?
That's fine. Okay,
fine. All right, folks. The lady who I have on the phone today, like I said before, she has a very interesting story. It's really tragic, and I think in some points it also has a very a shining star at the end of a silver cloud at the end of the rainbow. Her name was Celestina. I met her at a car show the other day. Celestina, how you doing, darling?
I'm great.
Good. Celestina is the new owner of the Compton or the Woodlawn Cemetery in Compton, California. Tell us your story, Celestina, please.
Well, of course, my name is Celestina. I'm of Woodlawn.
Hold on. We got a bad connection. Hang up. I'm gonna call you right back. This connection is kind of rough. I'm gonna hang up a call right back. We got to get this story right. Hold on there. I'll call you right back. Hold on, folks. We got to get a good connection because this story is too good. Let technology mess it up.
Hello?
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Tell us your story, dear.
Okay. My name is Celestina Bishop. I'm the owner of Woodlawn Gardens, Woodlawn.
It's still breaking up.
Can you hear me?
I hear you, but you're breaking up. You have a landline I can call you on?
Yes. 310
Okay. 310
933
933
8850.
8850.
Yes, sir.
I'll call you right back. Hang with me, folks. Hang with me. Don't go nowhere. We're going to do this. We're going to get this done. This story is one of them stories I got to share with you because it's too dynamic not to. All right. Please hang with me, folks. Don't go nowhere. Um, you know I wouldn't bullshit you when it comes to an interesting story, but I got to get it right. Oh, nope. Got to get it right. Got to get it right. Got to get it right. Keypad 310 33 8850.
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Woodlawn. This is Celestina. How can I help you?
Celestina, this is Alonzo Williams, dear.
Okay. Is this better?
This is much better. Much better.
Okay.
All right. Tell us your story, dear.
Okay. Again, I'm Celestina Bishop. I own and operate Woodlawn Memorial Park under my organization, Woodlawn Celestial Gardens. My journey at Woodlawn started in May of 2020 when I hopped the gate on Mother's Day to pay respects to my mother and my grandmother, who has been buried in Woodlawn. My mother for 46 years and my grandmother for 24 years. Upon my hopping the gate, I was very dissatisfied.
Wait. Stop. Say what now?
Okay.
When you hopped the gate. That what you said?
Yes.
Okay, you hopped the gate to get to the Woodlawn Cemetery to visit your grandmother. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's strange when I tell people that.
Yeah, I gotta emphasize that. We got to let that be known. You had to hop the fence to go visit your grandmama and your mother and your grandmama. Go ahead.
Yes, but you know what? The story is shared among a lot of people. For years and a couple of months, we all had to hop the gate at one time if we wanted to put flowers or visit their gravesite. Unfortunately, the cemetery for the last 25 years has had a lot of up and downs. So periodical closures and people not managing or doing any type of maintenance and upkeep. So, you know, when I hopped the gate just to pay homage to my family, I was unable to, well, I know where they're buried, but I was unable to get to their location safely because of the overgrowth of the grass and the dead animals. And it was a mess.
So
it was a mess.
Nobody cared. Nobody took care of it for quite some time. I used to pass by going to the gym and wonder what was happening with it. Go ahead.
Well, in January of 2020, the then owner, he self-surrendered his license for operation. So he kind of, you know, just walked away from the property. Understanding his hardship now, I get it. I don't agree with his decision, but I get it. I understand. So when I came over, you know, I was just amazed on, you respects on a day designated for mothers. You know, it's bad enough that they're buried here, but to have to in the community and outside community started coming in and volunteering. And it was bittersweet because that was the beginning of the pandemic.
Okay.
And people wanted to go outside. So people flock to the cemetery. It's fresh air. You're not around anyone, and you're doing good for a community. So, you know, I started getting people ranging from like 20 people a day to 50 people a day. I had 2 cleanups. One was 150 people, and the next one was 300 people. So it was, again, it was bittersweet, but it was for a beautiful outcome.
Okay.
And that happened in the course of a couple of months. So here it is, November, December-ish. I'm still over here. Now I'm servicing more of the family members that have been stagnated over the years on, you know, visiting, being able to come into the park. All the headstones were uncovered. I did have records of the people interned here, so I would, you know, give a service, and I had maps, and I can take them to where the graves was. Up until October 1st, 2021, I was at Woodlawn every day.
Okay.
So it was like 19 months consecutive. Woodlawn was open. Again, we still had volunteers coming, and Woodlawn had a back tax issue.
Okay.
I was able to resolve that. We were forgiven from the state Los Angeles County Collector's Office $890,000.
Wow.
That was exempt, and it left me just about $20,000 to pay in back taxes,
Okay.
and I was able to pay that within a week of their 30-day period.
Okay.
So I saved Woodlawn. I
Okay.
cleaned Woodlawn with the help of, you know, family, friends, outside people in the communities and other communities that had family here and didn't have family here. They seen our cause and they wanted to be part of our mission.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yes.
Now,
And
let's go back for a minute on why Woodlawn is so important to you.
ooh, I can go on for days.
Do you mind?
I can share.
Okay, please.
I been coming to Woodlawn well over 40 something years. My mother and my 3 sisters were bludgeoned to death in our South Los Angeles home in 1977. Everyone in our home was murdered except me. I was found in the home 2 days later. Yes. So
Wow.
my mother was interned, and my 3 sisters were interned in Woodlawn January 28, 1977, and Woodlawn became my second home that day.
Okay.
And when I say second home, you want me to finish?
No, how old were you when this happened? Just
I was almost 3.
okay, great. Go ahead.
Yes. So when I say second home is because my grandmother, which is my mother's mother, didn't process the death. Not forced, but she would call the groundskeeper at that time and tell him what time she gonna be there and the gates better be open. And he obliged, and he would lock us in the cemetery, and I get the cot and we go over there by her graves, and I lay my blankets out, my pillow, and we'll sleep too. I would sleep. She'd be up crying and stuff. And about 6 o'clock in the morning, he'd come unlock the gates, and I went home, took my bath, and got ready for school. And it was normal to me. It wasn't strange that I stayed nights at the cemetery.
That's got to be interesting. How are we doing this now?
It happened from early age. So I'm going to say maybe shortly after they were interned here up until about 9.
Okay. Okay. We got some people just joined in. We're actually live. So we're live on my Facebook page. You're talking with right now. I'm talking to Celestina Bishop, the owner of the Woodlawn Cemetery right there on Greenleaf. Like I said before, I met her at the car show we did a couple of weeks ago, and her story was so interesting. I knew I had to interview her, and right now she's telling us how she became the owner and why she became the owner of the cemetery. Continue, darling.
In 1998, I interned my grandmother here. I buried my grandmother here. There was no question when she passed away what cemetery she was going to. It has always been considered our family cemetery because I have a lot of family here other than my grandmother. So when she passed away, I already knew she was going to Woodlawn.
Mm-hmm.
And my death wish, if that's a thing, is to be buried here also.
Okay.
At Woodlawn. So Woodlawn has always been a place that I considered my mama's house. I know it sounds strange, but growing up and, you know, even with friends and we had to come to the cemetery, they're like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to my mama's house. It was just,
Excuse me for
everybody
laughing.
knew if I say I'm going to my mama's house, it was Woodlawn.
Wow. Now that's deep. That is super deep. Keep going. I'm sorry.
So when Woodlawn was in its need of disparity, I know that this journey is God driven. And when I say that is that the cemetery has humbled me personally. It has gave me the ability to assist others and help others in ways that, you know, having a loss is already devastating, but when you're unable to locate the last place you left them, that's disturbing.
Okay.
So Woodlawn is special not only because of my family, but everybody that's here is my family. I take care of everybody here.
Okay. Now you told me it's a lot of prominent people buried in that cemetery.
Yes, sir, it is. We have Mr. Francis Townsend. He initiated the Social Security Administration. So without this man brilliant ideas, we wouldn't have Social Security, SSI, disability, retirement, widow's pension. So I think that is a very prominent aspect to Woodlawn.
Definitely.
We have Caldwell. I even have Mr. Nickerson here.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Everybody you just named is a street named after them. Is that what
yes,
you're telling
sir,
me?
It is.
I never knew that. I never. There's a Bullis family, a Palmer family.
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
I never knew that.
Haskins. Every street that's in Compton, the founder of that street is buried in Woodlawn.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have we have Negro League baseball players, Major League baseball players. We have actors such as David Arkin. He played in Hawaii Five-0 and MASH, and we have. I'm kind of older, so you know I used to grow up watching Our Gang. Remember the Little Rascals?
Yeah.
So Buckwheat's sister is actually buried here. Her name is Miss Parlee Coleman. She's buried here.
Buckwheat? No, I'm just joking. Buckwheat over there? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, she's over here. We have Mr. Porter. He was a politician. He was actually the assembly person for this district a long time ago, but he also initiated the Water Pollution Act.
Okay.
So he's buried here. We have, the list can go on. Let's talk about the soldiers, the military. So this is amazing. I have one person from the war, 1812. That's the first war ever. So I have one person buried from there. I have Spanish American war vets, Civil War vets, World War I, II, Korea, Vietnam, and one person from Desert Storm. So I have a total of 955 veterans buried at Woodlawn.
Wow. And for years, they couldn't even get their veterans flags on Veterans Day.
You know what? For the last 2 years, I've been holding a memorial service here in honor of our veterans.
Okay.
With the help of some local community organizations, we were able to put a new flagpole up where the Civil War veterans are, and we are in dire need of a flagpole where the Spanish American veterans are.
Okay. Wow. Here we go, folks. If you want to help, tell them how they can help you.
They can always come into the office. We're here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from 11 to 3 p.m. We have a Facebook page. If you're familiar with Facebook, you can go to One Section at a Time, which is my support organization for the restoration of the cemetery, or you can go to Woodlawn Celestial Gardens, which is also on Facebook. We have Instagram under both names and TikTok.
Okay. Celestina, your story is amazing. From a little girl who survived, I guess, a mass murder to a certain degree, to the owner of the property. And that just shows you how much love you have for your mother and your sisters and your grandmother to do the research to find the owner of the property and find the money to purchase the property. That's amazing, babe. I commend you. I commend you.
You know what? Maybe I couldn't save them on that tragedy.
Right.
Because there's no telling what the use of this property could have been. You know, Woodlawn is considered residential property, and if the back taxes was stagnated for so long, anyone would have jumped on the opportunity to. Is a good thing. My organization, which is Woodlawn Celestial Gardens, is a religious organization, and the reason why I have it for under religious is we fit two criteria. Okay. One is I perform the spiritual work of mercy for the living. I console the family. I'm able to give them some type of closure because of the mismanagement of the cemetery prior. I'm able to do family reunification where I'm able to take them to a location and say, you know what, this is where your family is at. I always give words of encouragement and let them know that Woodlawn is no longer micromanaged up under chaos. We're over here on love, and we want to make sure that all families are attended to as well. And also we perform this corporal work of mercy for the deceased because I take care of everybody here. I make sure that I keep groundkeepers here, and I do events for volunteering to help me maintain the cemetery. A lot of people come and some of them are still, upset about past things that have happened with the cemetery, and I let them vent because I once was that person. And then I explained to them that Woodlawn is not governmental funded. I don't get any help from the city of Compton or Los Angeles City, nor the state. All work that has been performed or done or is currently in the making at Woodlawn comes from my personal bank account. I don't have outside funding. We don't have families that's donating a week or a month. It's hit and miss every once in a while. So I want them to keep in mind that it's me, and I need more help. I need more community involvement over here. I hold weekly Zoom meetings, and I've been doing it almost 2 years, where I ask the community to get online and tell us your thoughts or what you would like to see at Woodlawn. I do have this is going to be my second year with the youth program at Woodlawn. I hold events here periodically, giving honor and respect to, of course, the veterans and to mothers and fathers. Woodlawn will, 2023, we will begin to bury cremated ashes only, no full bodies.
Okay.
That is something that we're working on. Again, Woodlawn needed a lot of work as far as filing, getting paperwork together, making sure that we do have legitimate open areas of burial. That will be something that Woodlawn could sustain a little bit longer because we don't have an endowment. Because we're not under the state, we don't have funding. And a lot of people can I please explain this?
Go ahead.
A lot of people are upset, and a lot of people still come to me. They are from Compton, and they watched a lot of the council meetings, and there was a bill that the city of Compton co-sponsored, which is strange because if you or your ordinance does not allow you to have any type of directorship over the cemetery, why would you co-sponsor a bill called Saving Woodlawn when it did not pertain to the cemetery? AB 651 is a bill that's for endowment care cemeteries.
Okay. Wow. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. You run into the wall. People driving into the wall. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh. Wow. That's serious. That's serious. Mm. Wait. On top of your well. How are they going to charge you water for your well? Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that does sound a little suspect. So you got two water meters, one that you know of, one that nobody has the record of, but they still charge you for that one. Mm-hmm. Right. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. So if you own the water rights, so you just put a tap on your well and just water your cemetery? Okay. Okay. How much that gonna cost? They found the well. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. 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 Hmm. Interesting. Okay. I get it. I get it. And a bicycle has sound like they're gonna take priority over everything. Okay. The possibility of somebody riding this bike down Greenleaf is has a little bit more priority than somebody parking their car in front of their house. Mm, mm, right, right. No, I know of him. No, what did he do? Mm. Right. I never heard that story before. Them? Wait a minute. Them? Was that movie that my boy did? Key and Peele? Not Key. Yeah. Uh, Right. Right. Um, I'm gonna go back and check. I think that was one of them. Key, Key and Peele, I think it is. The guy they were a comedy duo. He same guy that made Get Out. I think it's the same guy that made Jordan Peele, the same one that made Get Out. I think he made them. I'm gonna look it up, find out for sure. But yeah, he does. Yeah, go ahead. Wow, wow. What dairy factory are you talking about? That the one by St. Albert by Regina Chavy? Used to be a dairy, right? Used down that was Compton Boulevard, right off of, I think it was. There was a dairy, and I used to go to school. I went to school to St. Albert's, and used to be a dairy across the street, right behind Regina Chetty, with their apartments there now. That whole area was all cows. It was all cows. I think that's McKinley, if I ain't mistaken. And yeah, because I remember because back in the day, they had dairies everywhere, literally. I mean, where I grew up on Carlton Avenue, at the end of the block where the library is right now, there was a dairy, and they would milk the cows, process the milk, the whole 9 yards. So it's very possible that could be what we're talking about. I only know it because you told me the other day. That's the only reason why I know it. Mm, okay. Okay. Hey, only Woodlawn. Okay. Mm, okay. Okay. Wow. Now I got a question for you. The cemetery across the street, Lincoln. That's a totally different ownership, I presume. Are you serious? I never knew that. That is Carson. Wow. Wow. Uh huh. Huh? Hmm. Wow. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I get it. I get it. Wow. Now I always thought Woodlawn was full. It's not. So you still. Apparently, it's not. You're gonna be burying. Are you gonna be burying him in the ground? Are you gonna put some mausoleums up, or what's the plan for the interment of the ashes? What's the upright niche? Okay. Uh. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, you've done a great job thus far. 'Cause I pass by many a day going to the gym, like wonder what the hell happened over there. And I have seen a vast improvement over the last few years, the last couple of years. And hats off to you, darling. Hats off to you. It's, it's amazing how something so tragic can turn out to be a good thing for somebody else. Because most people would never think about doing what you're doing. Most people would nowhere in the world think about ever owning a cemetery, and the tragedy that hit your family spurred you to do what you're doing, which is very commendable. And it's not only your family is benefiting, other families are benefiting as well. And that's a good thing. Okay. Can I ask you something stupid? I'm gonna ask you something stupid right quick. This is gonna be very, very stupid, please. Most people would think that working at a cemetery would have some kind of haunted vibe to it or something that would be eerie. Have you ever experienced anything like that? Yeah. Right. 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 Hmm. You said you had Easter egg hunt, Easter egg hunt out there. That you? Okay. 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 Right. Okay. Okay. All right. There you go. Anything you want to say before we wrap it up, darling? All right. All right. I'll be posting this. I'll be reposting this interview on the Compton Chronicles. Oh, sorry, the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce website, as well. I mean, YouTube channel, as well as Facebook page. Also, if you haven't done so yet, please download the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce app. It's now available on Android and iPhone. Also, subscribe to the channel, folks. Like and subscribe. We'll be bringing you more information, more people, more business owners from the city of Compton and more. This is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop. We've been talking to Celestina Bishop, the owner of the Woodlawn Cemetery right there on Greenleaf. You've seen it for decades, folks. Celestina, thank you very much, dear. I appreciate your time. All right, y'all be good. Peace.